This is a huge butternut squash. Like, it is huge. I have a big head. If you knew me, you'd be like, whoa, that's a big pumpkin, because she's got a big head. It's heavy too. And we're gonna do a week of meals. 7 pumpkin recipes. I like it. Can you hear my children? They sound like they're killing each other. They're not. They just sound like they are. Welcome to the Ultimate Pumpkin Challenge! All right, knife, where are you? I'm gonna cut off the end here and scoop her out. We're not gonna throw away that because we need to make sure we're getting 7 recipes. So we're gonna cut off this little gross bit right here. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I'm not sure what happened right there. It's actually a lot of pumpkin, and that's from the top. I mean, look at that. So that's gonna be saved. Right now we're just scooping out the pumpkin seeds, and we're actually gonna use these pumpkin seeds later in the week. Let's cook our first bit. So let's cook our first recipe. I'm gonna save these pumpkin seeds, like I said, because I'm gonna use them in a different recipe to try and like challenge ourselves. I've never roasted my own pumpkin seeds before, but there's always a first time. So these are just gonna soak. I'm not using those for this recipe. Ooh, more seeds. But this stuff right here is so yummy. Don't try to scrape that flat. Trust me. Now what we're gonna do . Okay, set our oven.
Mom,
Yo.
me and him played a game. We got all the colors of the rainbow in a flower.
You got all the colors in the rainbow in the flower?
Yeah.
Ooh, very pretty. We're gonna transfer this pumpkin onto our sheet along with all these little stringy things. They're delicious.
See, Mom? Red, orange, yellow, and we didn't get green because that's impossible. We got white instead.
Oh, very nice, guys.
And then we got blue and we got purple.
I'm sure the resort really appreciates you picking all the flowers. Okay, here's our pumpkin. Some avocado oil. Garlic. Onion. I just want to show you quickly the strings I was talking about, how caramelized they get. It's so tasty. I would recommend not throwing them away. Just try it. It's so good. Now I'm just going to flip over this pumpkin because if you can see, it's steamed on one side and we don't want it to be steamed on one side and then caramelized on the top. So flipping it over will help it to caramelize on both sides. I always flip my pumpkin, and this is what it looks like after you're done. The hamburger meat, I'm going to go ahead and cook it, and I'm going to cook it up with salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and that's it. And then I'm going to spill this rice all over the counter. Yep. And then I'm going to pay attention better and put it in how it goes. And we're still cooking the meat up, but like I said, it's very, very minimally seasoned. If you're noticing my pot is a bit high, it's safe, like it's nice and sturdy. I'm just letting you know there. So we're going to go ahead and put some water in with the rice that we put into the little rice container. And then we're just going to cook it inside the Thermomix, and when we're done, then we'll pull it out, and we practically have our meal done by then. The rice and the pumpkin finished cooking at the same time, and look at that caramelization. It is so delicious. Now it's just a matter of plating everything up, putting the rice and the meat and the pumpkin together. It is such a nice combination. The only thing I wish I had was sour cream and green onions to top it with. I did that last time when I made this meal. I topped it with sour cream and green onions, and it was so delicious, but it's still good without that. And we're trying not to go to the store, and we're trying to just cook with what we have in the pantry. So no sour cream and green onions here, but it's still very tasty. It looks really like an odd meal, but it actually tastes really good when you put it all together. I would actually have added sour cream and green onions to this, but since we're pantry cooking, I'm not going to add those, and it's still so good. but the sour cream and the green onions makes this come alive. What is today, Macy? Monday? Yeah, it's Monday.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'll see you back here Tuesday when we do another pumpkin meal. Okie dokie, Smokey. We are cleaning out, we're doing the laundry, we're making life happen here at the Holders homestead. I still laugh when I call it a homestead because I'm not delusional. I know I don't live on a homestead. They say fake it till you make it, right? That's what I'm doing. Visualizing. Okay. Got those Brussels sprouts out. And now we're going to bake them up. Turn the oven on first to 200-ish, give or take. Baking paper. Oh my gosh, you guys need to see my pantry. So Hamish accidentally stuck the maple syrup in the pantry upside down. It was a full Costco bottle, and it just went down all the back of the shelves, and it just flooded the shelves. It was like maple syrup lava volcano. It was like a maple syrup volcano. It oozed. Not exploded, but oozed. And it wasn't fun to clean up. But even though it wasn't fun to clean up, it forced me to organize my pantry, which I am loving and have been loving like for 2 days now. So I'm going to show that to you. You guys remember? Do you remember how much stress my pantry was giving me? Ooh, look at it now. I mean, it doesn't look great now. Let me flip you around. I'm going to flip you around. It's definitely still, I mean, I've been using it for 2 days too. So it's, you know, I took out a lot of the baskets. I've put a lot of the extra bulk things underneath that I really am not going to be using a lot of. And then here I put up the potatoes there, and then I put all the baking stuff here on this one right here, along with the dried beans. And then the next shelf up is just kind of like a catch-all. This is kind of like breakfast, pancake mix, and different breakfasty kind of things. And then we've got some bread. Move that back. Got some bran sticks there, which is kind of like fiber. Really breakfasty kind of things. We got this, I have no idea, how do you say that? Freeka? I bought this like a year ago, and I've never used it. So we're gonna try to make like this today. I don't know if it's gonna taste good. I've never tried this before. But yeah, gonna try that. We got oats in there. We got different breakfasty things. This is kind of like pastas, different pastas, stuff, like sauces and stuff that would go with pasta. And then here is just kind of like just a catch-all. It's like sauce. Sorry, different sauce. It's different sauces. That's the ketchup that we like to use. Just different things, kind of a catch-all. My kids can come and grab these different things that they want to drink and have and daily. And then up here is my coffee. This is the brand that I drink. My favorite is actually the hazelnut. That was my favorite. Actually, I also like the dark roast. Where are you? There you are. I also like this dark roast, which I got out to drink and then did not. So that goes here. The coffee also goes there. It's kind of a weird spot, but it just kind of fit. So I did have the dishes over here, but I've moved them to here. So yeah, we've got our Lazy Susan here. I've also got another Lazy Susan up here, which I need to go through, and some other bits and pieces. I managed to get pots up at the top, which they were kind of just sitting there the whole time. So we're happy to have them put away. But yeah, I've just kind of got all my spices and my seasonings and everything that I use mostly here. So we're happy. We're a happy lady. In the back here, I've also got some pumpkin seeds or pepitas, however you want to say that. So it's not the most organized yet. It's definitely better than what it was. One thing I did notice is taking out the majority of these baskets freed up so much space. And yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna organize it in the future. It's not, you know, my favorite, but it's really working for me right now, and we're happy. Sorry guys, that was a bit off topic. That was a bit off topic. I'm sorry. Okay, so back on topic. It's looking like I would cook this very similar to quinoa. So I'm gonna Instapot this because I don't want to stand there stirring it. I'm gonna Instapot. I don't know. I don't even know what the texture is supposed to be like. Has anyone ever tried this before? Let me know in the comments. And let me know how you use it. I would love to know how you use it. So first, let's get these guys sorted. These really tiny ones like that, I'll just not do anything to those. So we'll just get all those out. Like the really little guys. In comparison, they're just very little, so we'll get those guys out. We'll just keep them whole. I find that Brussels sprouts actually cook up very well in the oven. And they have an okay texture with them. So that's very good to know. We're gonna transfer them onto our cookie sheet. We're gonna be doing garlic, onion, avocado oil, onion powder, and onion flakes. Put our avocado oil all over these guys. Onion powder, onion, chopped onions, just for a little bit of texture, and then garlic. Mix them all together. To the tray of Brussels sprouts, I also added pumpkin, of course, and also sweet potatoes. Now we want to get out our Instapot. And we want to cook the freekeh. Is that what it's called? Freekeh? So it looks like it's a 1 to 3. Let's do 1 cup to 3 cups water. This is a half a cup, so we're going to do 2. All right. And that's to 3 cups water. So that's 6 of these because it's a half cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put some onion powder in here, just for funsies. Onion powder, and do a nice little pinch of salt. Put the lid on. And then just set it manual to 15 minutes. Now it's just gotta cook, and then we will come back and try to assemble ourselves a nice little freekeh salad.
You hit the game tennis.
Get the what?
Tennis.
Like
Like a tennis racket.
Yeah, heck yeah, okay. Can you watch out?
Because we used to have one a long time ago, but we don't know where it is, and I really like tennis.
We didn't have a tennis racket. You had a similar.
Well, yeah, but I did like that game where you have like the little kind of ball kind of thing, but and then like the little racket, and then you like hit it.
I still have that.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's outside in that thing.
Really?
Yeah. Let's turn the light on.
There's spiders in there. I don't want to go in.
I'll get it for you. Just give me a second.
Is there two rackets?
I think so, yeah.
And like.
You mean the thing that Pop gave you?
Yeah.
The thing that you got from Pops?
Yeah.
It's done pretty good, pretty perfectly. We just need a.
Can I have one?
Ooh, that's very hot, buddy. Yeah, you can have one.
one?
You can get yourself a fork. You almost burnt yourself. I did not grow those fingers in my tummy to get them burnt. Yeah. Hot. You gonna blow on it?
Yeah.
Blow on it real good. You're good. All right. Now that we've got that done, let's test this stuff out too. It smells like grains. I think I overwatered it. It's kind of like this, like.
What?
This is called, I think it's called frika. And we're gonna eat it in a salad. It reminds me of cracked wheat for some reason.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
We are going to try and make a yummy dressing out of things we've just got here at home. Use red wine vinegar. That's what I've got.
Red wine vinegar.
Yep. Red wine vinegar, which is not alcoholic, Hamish, so it's okay.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I'm really just kind of like eyeballing it here. Let me just pour this into the dressing. It's olive oil, and then I will come out. I saw this thing, you know these lids right here? This lid that comes in that thing. I saw that if you flip it, take it out, and then you shove it back in there, that it's supposed to like, I'm afraid I'm just gonna shove this in. Okay, there we go. It's supposed to come out like nice and easy. Oh, it does. Instead of just like pouring out. Huh. And you can squeeze it and make it a little bit more if you want, but interesting. That totally works. How funny. Cool.
What are you doing down here?
Thank you, TikTok.
What are you doing, Mom? What are you doing,
Making
Mom?
salad. Trying something new today, which I've never tried before. I will try it today. I'm gonna do some raw honey from Western Australia.
That's good, honey.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. I almost stuck the oil and stuck it in the honey. Nope, that's supposed to be the other way around. Just gonna stick a good dollop of that in there.
Mom,
Yes.
can I have some of that pumpkin?
In just a moment. Yes, you can. That is what it's for. Pumpkin. My little pumpkin. Come here, my little pumpkin.
No!
What else can we put in this? Sorry, this is distracting. Close those so it's not so distracting. We're just gonna shake her up. I'm gonna try her out. You think mustard would look good in this? Do you think mustard would taste good in this? Why am I'm like literally trying to hold a conversation with you. You can answer in the comments below. Actually, you know what? We can't have a conversation. I was just talking to you like you were here though. All right. Let's test this. It's really vinegary. Do a little onion powder in there. Just a teeny bit. Do a little bit of that. This olive oil, I mostly just use it for dressings. I don't really cook with olive oil.
Oh, maybe I can stand
There we
up.
go. Let's try that out. I wish I had goat's cheese. That would be so good. Sorry about my rebounder. It's kind of distracting in the background. All right. New spoon, new spoon. It just needs a little bit of salt and it's perfect. Alright. Let's taste this. Magnifique!
Perfect.
So this is the consistency. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. I don't like it. It's kind of slimy, so I'm gonna rinse it. I'm gonna rinse it. The consistency is a bit different now. It's like a little bit more, it's not so like slimy. It was a bit slimy before, but I like that better. Taste it really quick and see if I like this better, or if it was bad idea to rinse it off. It's still got a little bit of that slime texture, but it's better. Let's cool it off. We're back. We've rinsed the pumpkin seeds. Do you guys remember those from yesterday? That we washed and saved? So I've got some avocado oil we're going to stick on there. I'm also going to just use some other store-bought ones, because I don't have very many from the actual pumpkin that I disarranged. And then we're just going to pop them in. Let them toast away. I'm really glad I started this salad early, because I've been doing this for a while now. It's like a lot of little busy components. So I don't think I would do this meal on a night that I had to do something quick, because it is not quick. You can see all the components here. We've got our roasted vegetables. We've got our dressing that we've made. We've got our freekeh and our cranberries. We're gonna add the freekeh and shake up our dressing again. I'm gonna pour some of that in. Just gonna mix it all together and hope for the best. We got the toasted seeds, which I forgot before. Got our roasted pumpkin and roasted sweet potato, and roasted Brussels sprouts. Our toasted seeds and nuts, our craisins, and our freekeh in dressing. Come try it. You don't like it?
I don't like it all together.
You don't like it all together?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Do you not like this part?
Yeah, I really like that part.
What, do you not like the pumpkin seed?
I don't like the pumpkin seed or pumpkin with it.
All right, let's try this again with this and a Brussels sprout.
That's not like that.
You like that? Okay, so we'll do the freekeh for you, and we'll do the. Hamish, you want to try? Do you want some walnuts? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do some walnuts for you. Do some Brussels sprouts for you. You don't want any craisins?
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
I just want this though.
All
Wait,
right.
is that pumpkin?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
These are mostly sweet potatoes in there, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Macy, come try and see what you want on yours. Try it and then tell honestly. I don't mind if you tell YouTube honestly
What's
what you.
that?
It's called freekeh. I've never tried it before. It's like a grain. It's like quinoa. It's like quinoa.
Kind of looks like
Macy, come try it. Just try the freekeh. I won't put everything else together with it. Just try this as a base. It's okay though.
No.
Boring.
Brussels sprouts.
Huh?
That's more Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. This many?
Yep.
Lots of Brussels sprouts for you. All right, I'm gonna make my salad. Yep, this is what we're having for dinner. I could hate it. Let's see. All right, let's just try to get a little bit of everything in there. A little craisin, a little nut, a little pumpkin, a little sweet potato, and a little Brussels sprout. I like it. I like it. Day number 2 is done. This was a long one. Tomorrow we'll try to keep our meal nice and short. This is how much pumpkin we have left. I'm gonna cut in this way, like this. Oh, come on. Oh, that was difficult. That's what we're gonna use for our pumpkin soup. I think I'll also do a little bit more for the bread. And then we have this much left for 3 more meals. I think that's gonna be plenty. stop stretching. I just finished exercising. Random. I just finished exercising, which is just walking and jumping on my rebounder. A random side note, I actually have a TikTok where I talk about all about weight loss and stuff, which I used to have a YouTube channel about that, but it kind of took up like so much of my life doing YouTube. And it just made me become obsessed with weight, and I don't want to be that way. So I have a TikTok so I can show up and be accountable for myself, but YouTube Mom. Is about Project Homestead, Mom. Which I love being all about Mom. All day.
Tiny watermelon piece.
Yum. He's eating dehydrated watermelon. So yeah, I don't mind doing a YouTube and being all about trying to live simpler and trying to connect more with the land and the homestead kind of vibe, but like being obsessed about weight loss, ugh. That was just no. I didn't like it. I do like TikTok though, because it's like, it takes me like 5 minutes. I just show up for myself. I post about it. I move on with my day. That was so off topic. I'm sorry. What we're just going to put our pumpkin upside. Actually, nope, downside. Like that. And then this one like this. As you can see, like that. And then we're going to put some avocado oil over the top. If you watch me very much, you know I'm all about the avocado oil for cooking. And I'm all about the olive oil for eating raw. We're just gonna salt these. That is all. We're just gonna pop these in the oven, and I'll be back when we've done that. Can you hear the sizzle? I think I put a little bit too much oil on there. At least it's a good fat, right? I'm gonna use this one right here, and I'm gonna put it in the bread recipe that I use. So I will report back how it tastes. And let's just add this straight into the bread. I don't know if it's a good idea. I've never tried it. We've got our flour in now. I'm just gonna mix this wet with dry and kind of get like basically put together, and then I will put it out on a floured surface. Then we're going to plop it out. And make sure all of our ingredients are out. Let's just move this a little bit more over. All right, now we're just going to knead this until it all comes together. It's kind of a pretty color. It's like orange. I was so tempted to go out and buy bread because I know my kids will not eat pumpkin soup. Well, they will if I tell them they have to and they have no choice. They're not just going to happily go out and eat the pumpkin soup without bread to dip it in. To be honest, neither would I. So I don't blame them. Okay, this is still a bit sticky, but I'm going to go with that. Put a little oil in the bottom of our bowl here. We're going to lift our dough. I'm just going to flip it around so that it gets nice and oiled. Just going to cover it. Cover and rise. Ooh, very nice. Ooh, very pretty. Right, there's our dough in our bread tin. So let's bake this up and come back and have dinner. There we go. That was it. Oh, I'm so tired. It's because I got up and walked. So we've got our pumpkin in there. Add some water. I'm not even gonna measure it. Just putting it straight in. Right, we're gonna stick in a knob of butter, onion powder, salt, little garlic powder, tiny little bit of nutmeg. Just a sprinkle. Blend it all together. We're gonna cook it because the pumpkin that I stuck in here before got a little bit cool. So we're just gonna go ahead and cook it for 5 minutes. And we're gonna make it like, I don't know, like 90 Celsius. It's a good consistency. So now it's just gotta cook and then we can eat. Cling, 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 cling. I need to clean the kitchen. I'm not happy about that. Done. I mean, why is pumpkin soup so easy to make, you know? Coconut cream. Let's get the kids' opinion on the bread and the soup.
Very good.
You like it?
The bread tastes a little bit different.
It's got a little
It's
bit
actually good with the pumpkin though. But
This is a good dinner? But you'd rather have
I like the pumpkin soup.
But you'd rather have the dinner from last night, Lacey?
No.
How about you, Hamish? This dinner or last night's dinner?
What was last night's dinner again?
It was the one that had that the Brussels sprouts and the pumpkin and the grain stuff in it.
You mean that hello thing with the vinegar?
Yeah.
No, this definitely this. This is one of my favorite dinners.
Yeah, I know. That's why I make it. What's on my face? Oh, it's just light. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna go eat with my kids. I'm just gonna get myself some. And then we will try it ourselves. Got our soup. Let me just sit down and have a tasty wasty with my beautiful children.
The soup is the best. Yeah, I like the soup more than the bread, but with the bread and the soup, it just It's good with the bread. The bread tastes better with the soup.
I got sunburned at the pool. Aw, kiss it better. She's like, I'll rub it better. Oh, actually, I forgot to show you.
Look.
All right, there's our soup.
Can't see because your hair's in the way.
Yeah. And our bread. Let's test our soup.
I'm gonna get a glass of water.
Hamish said I'm sunburned on the other shoulder. And I
You
am.
did slightly.
I am. I'm more on this side though. That's gonna hurt tomorrow. It's comforting. Hey guys, we're going to be doing a pumpkin breakfast. So we've got this bread from yesterday left over and we're going to turn it into a pumpkin French toast. So let's cut our pumpkin bread. It's kind of like a brunch meal today because my kids, I think they're just like, please don't make me pumpkin for dinner again. And I'm like, fine. So I have to make a pumpkin meal. So we're gonna do pumpkin French toast. Get our mixture in there. And again, we're only using things that we have at the house. All right. I totally forgot we need to cook the pumpkin first because this is a pumpkin meal. So I should have been doing this while I was exercising. But hindsight, yeah. Let's get a big old bump of that. Big old bump. That's big old glob. I don't know. Put this away. I'm gonna just take off the skin. I don't know if that will help it cook faster, but I'm hoping it will. I don't know if it will though. And then I'm just going to cut this into very thin pieces and I'm going to cook it in the Cuisinart. So I'm going to bury these in the garden. All right, let's get this pumpkin on this tray. This actually would be a really, potentially, I don't know if it tastes good, potentially a really good Thanksgiving breakfast. All right, 10 more minutes. Well, it's got 10 minutes and then we'll be back. Let's look in our freezer. What we've got. Ooh, maybe apple juice. Yeah. I think we're gonna try to make apple juice syrup. All right, I've got this apple juice. We're going to try and defrost it a little bit and then try to use some of the juice to make like a syrup. I've never done that before. But we're trying to use only things that we have in our pantry, and that's it. Just put the hot water on it. And we'll defrost it a little bit. Pop the butter in. I thought cinnamon would go really well with the apple juice to make a nice syrup, and so I went ahead and added some cinnamon. To help the apple juice thicken up a bit quicker, I added some gelatin to the hot apple juice and I mixed it in, and then I added it in to just kind of give it a little bit of a help for thickening up. Yep, cooked. Magnifique. All right, I took some of the apple juice, some of the pumpkin, and some of the cream cheese and blended them together. Sorry, my doctor called. I don't have celiac disease, yay. I do have a gluten intolerance though, it looks like, or sensitivity. It's still a little bit of a bummer, but not celiac. So we've got this in here. We're gonna blend it up. I'm gonna make the French toast outer bit with the cream cheese, a little bit of this apple cider vinegar. Sorry, not apple cider vinegar. Apple cider and the pumpkin. That's what the bread's looking like, and the mixture texture.
Is the French toast ready yet?
No. Can you give it a minute?
No, I need to
This
give
pan.
it a second.
I just got this pan and it's already like burning on the bottom. It's just not cooking very well. All right, guys, come try it. It's got butter on it so far. It's just got butter, and then I've got this applesauce syrup that I made.
Ooh.
Do you want applesauce syrup?
Yeah. I'll try it. Applesauce syrup.
Okay.
This looks so good.
Get off a little piece, and let me know what you think, honestly.
I'm gonna go grab a knife real quick.
What do you think, Hamish, honestly?
This is really good.
Do you like the applesauce flavor?
Yeah. But you don't need it. It's so light that you can just cut with your fork. Yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be easier.
You're probably
No, right.
have to
Touch the fruit like a knife.
choose proper. She eats with her pinky out.
Well, I do too sometimes.
Good?
That's good.
It's pretty good to me too.
I like the pumpkin and the apple.
It's good together. I was gonna make like a apple pie kind of thing for the top, but I didn't have any apples, and this challenge is to not go to the store. So I found that apple juice I had in there
You had apple juice
in the freezer. Yeah. All right, I'll make the rest of it up, and you guys can have another piece, okay?
Yep.
I'm having mixed emotions about today's recipe because it's pumpkin Alfredo, and I just got done doing a really big workout and I'm making pumpkin Alfredo. This one, I want to make it pretty pumpkin-y. Let's do about this much. I took a couple of the pumpkins out because I don't think I'm gonna actually need that much pumpkin to get a really good pumpkin flavor. Pumpkins are very strong flavor, I think. This is gonna be about, I would say, a cup and a half of pumpkin, which I think is more than enough. They're pretty tiny little cubes, as you can see, very tiny. All right, I quickly want to show you how I heavily seasoned this with garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. And then I'm going to put it in the pan and I'm going to flip it over and season the other side equally as much because this is all of our flavor and our seasoning in this dish. I finished cooking the chicken and the pumpkin in the oven. It wasn't really working on my stove because my pan is terrible. So after the chicken was finished baking, I took it out and I let it cool for a minute. And then I took the remaining pumpkin and the butter and all of that baked with the chicken, and I put it inside of the Thermomix. And I'm just telling you here that I'm going to chop these in, well, I'm going to slice these chicken thighs. Now I didn't measure, but I'm guessing I put about a cup to a cup and a half of heavy whipping cream in with the pureed pumpkin and butter. And then while everything was in the Thermomix cooking and blending and emulsifying and kind of thickening up, I added in some Parmesan cheese, probably about a half to 3/4 cup. I forgot to record myself making the pasta, but you've all seen pasta boil, so I just, after the pasta was boiled, I added in the cream sauce, and it was so delicious. We're in the laundry room. We're gonna try this right here, right now, with the crazy hair and all. This video is now 6 hours of editing. I almost just stopped this challenge because it's so much editing and I'm like, ugh. But I decided to keep going. So I made these tortillas and I used pumpkin. I put the pumpkin into the tortilla, the tortilla dough. It's literally the same tortilla dough that I used just a little while ago. I'm gonna let that sit around. Oh man, I'm realizing just now that I don't have any more hamburger meat like I thought I did. Okay, I actually got really lucky and found some hamburger patties in the freezer, so I used that. And then I made up the tortillas. I'm gonna grate a little cheese on it. I've got some tomatoes and some lettuce and some taco meat. I would really love some sour cream, but I don't have any. I'm gonna put some ketchup on there. And then we're gonna taste test her. It's gonna be so delicious.
Why are you recording this meat?
You gotta test it for YouTube. Good?
Mm-hmm. Mmm.
The tortillas taste good with the pumpkin in it?
Yeah.
Doesn't really taste any different, does it?
Slightly.
Like the color's different, but I don't taste a lot of the pumpkin. What do you think, Hamish?
It's okay.
You gonna eat the whole thing?
Yeah.
Then we're winning. Okay. There we go. Let's test it. Tacos are always good. And the homemade tortillas just take it to the next level. Hey guys, I'm sitting here editing this video realizing that I miscounted and I only did 6 recipes instead of 7. I did plan originally on doing pumpkin snickerdoodles, which I did make. I did make them, but I didn't record the footage because I thought that would make 8 recipes, whereas it would have only made 7. So I'm sorry about that, but I will be doing a pumpkin snickerdoodle and a pumpkin white chocolate pumpkin brownie soon because they're very good. And yeah, again, I just want to say sorry about that. It was just a miscalculation on my part. Okay, back to the video. Well, that's it. I'm gonna go eat my tortilla. We're gonna watch Wild Croc Territory. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you got to this point in my video, I'm impressed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.